Hi everyone, welcome to Marketing Made Easy. Today we are going to look at socio-cultural environment. I am Saujanya. I bring to you lot of aspects in management studies. I keep you updated with the latest knowledge that is there and the information that is there in the market. So according to Edward B. Taylor, culture is that complex whole which includes lot of aspects like knowledge, beliefs, art, morals, law, customs and any other capabilities and habits acquired by a human as a member of society. It influences businesses in lot of manners. There is every chance that if an organization doesn't understand the culture of a particular society, it is bound to fail. Similarly, an organization which understands the influence of culture on business succeeds very well in the market. There are a lot of examples which we will see one by one in the upcoming slides. So we will look at the major elements of culture: material culture, language, aesthetics, education, religion, attitudes and values, and social organization. So what is material culture? It refers to tools, artifacts and technology. For example, we have to understand how is the transportation system, power, communications and various aspects in a particular society. So if we take the example of Royal Enfield, in 2016, it ventured into the Australian markets because it understood that it wanted to explore the world and it tried to understand which is that particular country where there are a lot of motorcycle enthusiasts. So it has understood that in the culture of Australia, there is this mechanism of biking. So motorcycle enthusiasts are more. So the company can succeed if they can do very well there in that particular market. And today, it should be not surprising that Australian market is a very developed market for Royal Enfield, that is Eicher company, and it does very well in those markets. Next, language. Language reflects the nature and values of a society. So, what example can we take? In 2013, Nokia was the first company to understand that SMS could be a very important factor for its success in India, and it focused on Hindi. So, in 2013, they came up with 3 models where they had introduced the SMS in Hindi. They understood that to penetrate a huge market like India, there are so many languages which are very important, and of course the national language is Hindi. So it could be a game changer for Nokia. Aesthetics. It refers to ideas in a culture concerning beauty and other art forms, music and dance. Similarly, how do they deal with certain things? So now I want to quote the example of IKEA. IKEA being a Swedish brand, it tried to understand the Indian culture, and when it tried to probe the consumer research, it understood that in India, DIY culture is not there, that is do it yourself. So they had to bring products and services which are very much suited for the Indian psyche, and today it is no surprise that they have done very well in the Indian market. Then education. Education comprises of skills, attitudes and ideas. So there was a recent report published by Udemy, one of the biggest and the global educator, that during the COVID time, 55% increase is there for the content creation by people, and they also publish reports which speak about what are the various skills and what are the various courses which are in demand across global audience. So for example, in Mexico, something could be important. In India, the rise in importance for communication skills is very vast, and there is one trend which they have noticed in the report, that culturally, across all organizations, office etiquette is one thing which people wanted to know because they are working from home. So this could be a game changer for organizations which are into education space. Next, religion. Religion provides the best insight into a society's behavior. It answers the question why people behave in a certain manner. So here, I want to quote the example of Paperboat. So as you all know, Paperboat is a very successful brand from Hector Beverages, and it left no chance unturned to focus on the religious drinks. It started with Indian flavors, and it has a special drink called Panakam which is exclusively made for Sri Ram Navami, and now that is available every time. And they also factored on Ramzan drinks because after the fasting, our brotherhood might want to relieve of their fast, and then they would want to drink something which is energetic and tasty. Similarly, when I went to Cochin, I noticed that in a mall called Lulu Mall, there was something called prayer hall. After some time, I understood that in Kerala, especially in a research also, they have mentioned that in Kerala on the NH, it's very important for a restaurant or a lodge or a hotel to have a space called prayer hall, because the religion compels them to go for prayers, and these prayers are mandatory for them on a very regular basis. So, if they do not have a prayer hall, there is every chance that they might lose out to competition. So, this has a lot of bearing on business. Then comes the attitudes and values. This could be anything which could be on marketing activities, which could lead to wealth or material gain. So, here I want to quote the example of McDonald's, which when McDonald's made an entry into India, they had to focus very well on two important things. One, they made a huge announcement that we do not sell hamburger in India, number one. Second thing, it was also quoted that, they had to focus on the vegetarian customers of Indian market. So, they had introduced McAloo Tikki, McPaneer Tikki and things like that. Similarly, you might have noticed in many QSR joints today that it is halal certified. So, if it is not halal certified, many people would not come to consume the products. It is very, very important like that. Plus, Nike has launched something called Burkini. People would have never imagined that Nike kind of companies would launch, but because they wanted a global acceptance, they have launched a product called Burkini. Then, social organization. So, this is how people actually relate to one another. It could be families, units, it could be special tribes. So, what is the role of the social organization? An influencer could be a very important person who could reflect or inspire an entire family or an entire tribe, and people would just go by his word. I will try to tell you what is the relevance in Indian context. So, if I'll take two examples. One is the famous Woodland brand, where the founder, Mr. Harkirat Singh, has understood that in markets like Bihar, people have an inclination towards brown color, which they of course have an inclination because it is something to do with their cultural values. So, for Woodland, in Bihar, brown shoes are very, very important segment. Similarly, according to the Indian taste, there is a separate concept which has come up in food sector called the Boris kitchen. So, Mr. Kapadia and his mother, they understood that people have a taste towards their cuisine. So, they have started their food venture called the Boris kitchen. So, it is very important for companies, especially the businesses, to understand the relevance of culture in every segment. Otherwise, there will be a chance that they might fail. For the global context, I would like to take the example of Kellogg's, because when Kellogg's came to India, they were not successful. So, they had to understand the consumer psyche and the cultural values which were attached to the breakfast segment. So, they tried to position them slowly and they made people aware that this is how the cereals had to be eaten. And then they also brought up a new product called Kellogg's Special K, which was a huge hit in the market. So, here we need to understand that whether it is in the local markets or the domestic markets or whether it is an international market, culture plays a very significant role. It's like a phenomenal role it plays, because there is also one more example. If Tata, when they tried to launch their product called Zika, they had to drop because a very prominent virus was spread by the time by the same name. So, they have very cleverly adapted very fast, very significantly, and they changed the name to Tiago. So, this could give them a huge hit and it could garner lot of attention from the people, and it could also be a huge hit in the markets. One product of social interaction. What do we mean by social interaction? Nobody takes an individual decision, and an influencer could play a very prominent role. And today we have so many social media influencers who can tell and people will listen to them. So, we should never forget the importance of culture and businesses. The influencers could help people buy products, try new services and things like that. Similarly, culture provides socially acceptable norms and patterns. So, what is it that is a cultural norm of a particular country? Say for example, Japan. There are people who try to have close-knit relations, and they do not have the habit of buying and stocking lot of products, but they have the habit of buying in little quantities. So, many companies try to understand the focus of Japan and they try to concentrate to position properly in Japan-like countries. Next, culture is cumulative. So, it is not something which is all of the sudden there and then not there. No. For over a period of time, it could accumulate. Then it is passed from generation to generation. For example, a family who has been always using Crocs, it is obvious that the next generation also would be using product like Crocs. Similarly, they might be attached to automobile companies or using the entire family could be using a particular product of or a brand of mobile phones. Now, what does it mean? It also means symbolic qualities. Companies should not forget what symbolism they carry, and sometimes they fail because they have tried to deliver something bad and it is very negatively treated in the society where they have tried to position, and it could fail very strongly in the markets. So what do I mean by symbolic qualities? Companies should not forget that symbolic qualities play a very important role. There are certain symbols which are considered very holy in certain markets. So they should not ignore such important aspects. Then culture is learned by each person. So they try to emulate. People try to emulate by their families, by their people around them. So they try to see and follow what others are doing. So culture is learned by each person in the course of his or her development in a society. Then they try to follow others. What are the brands which are being followed by a particular set of people? So people of millennials, Gen X, they do have certain kinds of norms and culture. Similarly, culture is a basic determinant of personality. What is it that reflects a personality? The companies need to understand thoroughly what are these people trying to speak. What is it that is their behavior? Then culture is mostly dependent on society. So culture is very important for companies to understand because it gives you an edge. If you are able to be successful with a certain set of people, then there is every chance that others will follow them. You are not talking about a single person, but you are attacking a huge audience. You will try to attract them and retain them with you for a very long time.